you have to have your mind right. You have to have that mindset of, okay, I'm going to do this and have the motivation and put the action towards it.
And it's hard to have the motivation.
It,
It's
it
it's really hard. You really have to have that willpower.
so you got to take that word out though. It's not hard. It is easy.
Mm,
It's not hard. It's easy. We make it a challenge
yeah.
because we have like you said, you didn't want to get up this morning, right?
Yep.
Okay. So think about if you wanted to get up every morning and you woke up with a smile on your face, ready to seize the day every morning. And you didn't have those thoughts anymore of I don't want to get out of bed.
If I kept telling myself that it was easy to get out of bed, maybe I'd do it more often.
And yes, and with a smile on your face and ready to seize the day and go get that workout in.
Okay.
Right? Everything is a mindset. Okay, so here are the diffusing negative words or phrases. Are you ready for this? This is so exciting. I learned this during my experience. So angry to disenchanted.
Disenchanted.
Yes. So instead of saying we're angry, say
Disenchanted.
yes. What do you think of that? That's
I don't know if that's
ingenious.
something I would use in a sentence, but I see what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but I think you should. We should start doing this seriously. Okay, this is my favorite. So depressed. Have you ever said?
Yeah. No. I'm usually always pretty chipper.
That's true, which is good. So say you ever have a situation where you feel depressed or you feel like you might be getting close to being depressed, right?
Right.
So you change that to calm before action.
Calm before action. I like that one.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
That is beautiful. I'm like, oh, this is a genius. Why didn't I think of this? Okay, so what do you think about that one?
I like calm before the action. It really, if you use that and you're really telling yourself that and you start to believe what you're saying, if you're really starting to believe that you're calm before the action,
Right?
you're going to get ready for the action.
Oh, that
You're
is
going to
good.
start anticipating the action. You're going to start getting excited for the action. You're going to start pulling yourself out of the depressed state that you're in just by anticipating what you think might be coming next.
Absolutely. I think right, that's ingenious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is this one's funny. That stinks. To that's a little aromatic or aromatic. I think it's aromatic. Aromatic. That's aromatic, right? Isn't that how you pronounce that?
Let me see.
Okay. It's the third one down.
Third one down.
Yes.
Yeah, aromatic.
Aromatic. So, right, instead of saying that stinks, say, what is it?
Aromatic.
That is aromatic.
Hmm.
How ingenious. Okay, so here's another one. I hate to I prefer.
That's a really good one to switch to.
I really think so too because and isn't that a thing like we say that a lot. I hate that. Or oh, I hate when this happens.
Yeah,
Instead of saying that, say
I prefer.
that to happen.
Yeah. Talk about what you'd rather have instead of what you don't want.
Yeah, I prefer this to happen versus I hate that this happens.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
catch myself using the term I hate more than I should.
right. I agree. So we're going to take that one out. For sure. This is why I'm so excited. Do you see why I'm excited?
Yes.
Okay,
You're
so
hold me accountable for all these too, huh?
I am going to hold you accountable for sure. You're going to hold me accountable too.
I will do my best.
Okay. All right. So failed to learning.
That is true.
Yes.
In every aspect of that sentence, failing at anything is learning.
It is.
Albert Einstein once said,
Oh, yes.
"You only fail when you stop trying, when you give up. Other than that, it's just a mistake. You got to learn from that and do better."
I love
I
it.
don't think that's exactly how it was said, but I'm paraphrasing a little bit. But that's the idea.
Yeah.
Is that you only fail whenever you give up on something.
That's right.
If you haven't given up and you're still trying, you haven't failed yet. You're just
Mm.
making mistakes, learning along the way.
Yes. I love it. In fact, that's one of they brought that one up as they were covering this section. So you are you nailed it. Nailed it.
Don't.
We've been watching Nailed It.
It's been a long time since I've watched that, but
we've been watching it. Daddy D and I were watching it, I think on Sunday for a little bit. It was funny. Okay, so the next one is irritated to stimulated.
Irritated to stimulated.
I mean, that is so genius, guys. So genius. So
Yeah.
anytime you're irritated, just switch that over to
Stimulated.
stimulate.
I'm definitely stimulated when I'm irritated.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. And when you just, change that stimulation to a good, more positive stimulation.
Yeah.
All right. So then you have overwhelmed. Ready for this one?
Hmm.
What would you think it would be? Overwhelmed to
I don't know.
popular.
Popular?
Yes.
Overwhelmed to popular. What's the
Yes.
connection for that one?
So I guess that, like, when you're overwhelmed, a lot of the same reasons why people get overwhelmed. It's a popular thing, right? It's very popular that others get overwhelmed with the same situation.
I thought it was like when you're overwhelmed, you have so much like on you at once. Like that's the popular thing. You have everything
That's
focusing
true.
on you.
Okay, that makes sense too. All right. See, this is why everything is a perception, right? Everybody
Yeah.
has their own perception of it. I love it. All right, so rejected, this is a good one. What do you think?
I don't know. Give it
I
to me.
I love this one. Rejected to misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Oh yeah.
Isn't that genius?
Mhm.
So I'm not rejected. I'm just misunderstood. I'm never rejected. I'm just misunderstood
There you go.
because I'm different and we all have different perceptions. That's why it went perfect with what you just said earlier.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so here's another one. I like this one because a lot of us might feel this every once in a while, even if you're in a marriage or in a relationship. A lot of times, this also can be a feeling that we're feeling, and a lot of times it's not because of our spouse; it's because of our own self, right? So lonely.
Hmm. It's a very powerful word.
It is a very powerful word, and it's said, like I said, even no matter what relationship you're in, you can still feel lonely, right?
Yeah.
So instead of saying lonely, stay unoccupied.
Unoccupied.
Unoccupied. I'm just unoccupied right now and currently. And I think that is very powerful. And I want to hit on that a little bit, right? Cuz okay, so say you're all alone and you may not be wanting to be alone at that particular moment, right?
Right.
Okay. So what are some thoughts and feelings that creep in when you're in that state?
When you're alone,
Yeah, when you're alone,
well, you start getting pretty sad for sure.
right?
I mean, when you're alone and you don't want to be alone, you start thinking about all the negative, continuities that are going on around you.
Yeah. So what would be something that you would change in order to not continue to stay in those emotions and those feelings?
If I'm ever feeling alone and I want to get that thought off my head, I usually try to do something to be productive. So I'll go and I'll work on something, whether it's homework, whether it's work, whether it's cooking. You just got to find that little outlet, something that takes your mind off of it.
I
Heck,
love that.
text a friend, call a friend,
Yeah,
find somebody who will make you not feel lonely anymore. Go do something. Go hang out around people, even if you don't know them.
right. And then say that you're not in a position though that you can get out right away or for a little bit. I like what you said.
Find something to occupy your mind.
Right. Read.
Oh, I love reading.
Right. Do some reading or listen. I like Audible. I do Audible. And I have books too that I like, get into as well, but mostly it's Audible. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So let's get into these because these are really awesome too. And I love everything that you said too. So those are really good things to do when you are feeling lonely because lonely is one of the biggest and even if people are surrounded by you and you're still feeling lonely, have you had that experience?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What is something that you do to alleviate that?
Leave.
Leave?
Yeah. If I'm in a big area where there's a whole bunch of people around me and I'm still feeling lonely, I'll either leave if I'm not wanting to be associated with the people I'm around, or I will go out of my comfort zone and try to meet somebody.
Okay. I like it. I think those are great. Those are great options for sure. So, and I think one of the other ones too is like leaving. If you are to leave, you don't want to stay in that state though of still feeling lonely. So, I would suggest, like you said, doing something really fun and then pushing yourself to meet somebody new.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need a different kind of stimulation from a different kind of connection with someone else, right?
Right.
And I'm not talking about cheating.
Well,
Just making sure we're making that clear. I'm not talking about cheating with anybody. If you're in a relationship, and you're not, and you're feeling lonely with the person that you're with, that would be something that I would suggest you either seeking counsel for sure,
communication is key.
and communicating with that person, saying, I'm sitting here with you, but I'm still feeling alone. I don't understand it. Why? What do I need to do? Like, think of, like, really put yourself in, why am I feeling this way when I'm sitting right next to the person that I love? Really go into a little bit more in depth on why you might be feeling that way. And it could be just simply because you want to get out of the house. You need something to do, or maybe your spouse is on the phone, or, I mean, there's like, maybe there's just too many distractions. Take away some of the distractions and really spend some quality time with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So here, I got some good stuff here too. Amplifying positive words, phrases. So you take comfortable to smashing.
Smashing.
I love it. That's smashing.
Oh man,
Determined to unstoppable.
that one's a good one.
I like that one a lot, right? Because it's great to be determined. It really is. But it's better to be unstoppable. Because then
I am
you're not giving yourself
unstoppable.
any limits, right? There's no limitations
Right.
anymore.
Exactly.
You're taking out the limitations.
Nobody else has a limit on me.
Right. So are you unstoppable, Nathan?
Absolutely, I'm unstoppable.
I would 100% agree
I'm
with
the
that.
epitome of unstoppable.
I would think so. That is very true. Okay, so we've got fast to ballistic.
That's funny.
It's
I
so
like that one.
funny. I love that one.
That reminds me of Noah.
It does. Yes. Okay. All right. Especially when he's rapping.
Oh my goodness, this kid.
He likes to rap. It's so cute. All right. Fortunate to unbelievably blessed.
That's a good one.
I like that one. That one I feel really resonated with me because of, the situations that we've been through family wise.
Yeah.
And I feel, you know, that really hit home when I first read that one. That was the first thought that popped into my head is I need to, yeah, that's a good one. The next one is great to phenomenal.
I use phenomenal every once in a while.
I use that a lot too. That's probably where you got it from
Probably.
because I say it a lot. All right. Interested to enthralled.
That's a word, yes.
Yes.
Yep. That's a word.
So great to interested to enthralled. So you're no longer interested. You are now enthralled. I am enthralled.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. I had to. It sounds
worked.
great. It worked,
worked.
right?
It did.
It worked. I thought it worked. I had to believe it when I said it.
You did.
I felt like I believed it. Enjoy to relish.
Oh, I relish the fact that you mustered the energy to catch up to me.
Did you just come up with that by yourself or did you hear that somewhere else?
Definitely came up with that. No, I heard that from somewhere else.
Okay. I was going to say, wait, what? Okay. Paying attention to incredibly focused. Now, I love this one.
It's so hard to be. It's difficult to be incredibly focused all the time.
It is. Wait, what? Instead of saying, wait, there wasn't a word that said hard. Maybe popular. We should have used popular in that
That's
sentence.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, but it's overwhelmed. I mean, that's kind of the same thing.
You can describe something as difficult and still mean it in a positive context.
Well, no, that's true. That's true. But I do feel like we might need another word for it.
For hard?
Yeah. Not say hard for sure. Difficult would probably be a better word. I would choose difficult over
I would use
hard.
difficult over hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Difficult still. What would you use in place of difficult?
I would use, and if you guys have any ideas, throw them out there for us too. On the fence. No, because that just makes it wishy washy. You don't want to be wishy washy in life. Yeah. You don't want to be wishy washy. You want to be on the fence. You want to be either on the left or the right. Make a choice. Make a decision.
I like being on the fence. I can see both sides.
Oh.
You're
killing me here. Okay, so we're gonna come back to difficult because I got to think about this. I like this. All right, so we already did that one. Paying attention to incredibly focused. That was the last one we just did, and I love that one. Smart to brilliant. I like that. Instead of saying smart, brilliant. I say brilliant a lot.
You do.
I do. I think I said it multiple times already from the very beginning of the show, to be honest.
Possibly.
Good to ecstatic. I
I
like
like
that
that one.
one.
Yeah.
I think,
Ecstatic.
yeah, I think we should always be ecstatic.
You are always ecstatic.
Well, for the most part. I do have my moments, guys. I mean, come on. I have my moments where I'm a little like I'm a little wait, was there an uncomfortable? No. Okay. So we need to come up with I am just gonna sit one day and I'm just gonna put a lot more words.
Get your pen and paper in front of you, your
Yeah.
thesaurus on the side.
Right. And I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit that hard right there. I
Not
am.
hard.
Not hard. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm vigorously.
That works.
That works. Instead of difficult, vigorous.
It has to be used in a certain context, though.
Yeah, it would have to be used in a certain context. You're true. Okay, we'll come back to that one
We'll
again.
figure, we'll, we'll
We're
figure
gonna
out one
fig-
for that.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out one. But what did I just say that I wanted to use another word? Dang it!
Ah,
I'm not on my medication this morning.
squirrel.
Squirrel.
What
I
is
am
that one?
focused. Wait, what is it? Incredibly focused. I am
Incredibly
incredibly.
focused.
My hair keeps getting caught on this nail over
I,
here.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Okay, so what other words do you feel that you have used or that that you use daily that have somewhat of the same effect that we just talked about?
I use fantastic a lot.
I use fantastic. Yeah. Okay, what else?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, I love that one. That's a good one.
My three go-to words are fantastic, absolutely, or actually.
Actually. Okay.
And actually isn't always used in the best way.
Oh, yeah, probably
But
not. That's when you're being sarcastic.
sometimes I'm
Yeah.
being sarcastic.
Yeah. I definitely have heard that.
My
before.
pleasure.
My pleasure. Oh, yes, my pleasure. That's a good one.
It's a very good one.
That is a good one. I like that one.
Reminds
My
me of
pleasure.
the Chick-fil-A line.
Right? So maybe instead of difficult, my pleasure? No. I'm just kidding. That would be ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what are some words that you use that maybe are not as, they're a little bit more what would you want to change? What are some words that you would want to change into more of these positive ones that we were just discussing? Okay, just that.
I have a bad habit of saying that I'm tired all the time.
Oh, you know what? I do too. So let's find a word for that. So we're going to be so opposite of tired would be let's come up with some of those. Energized.
Excited, energized.
Ooh. So instead of saying tired, we're going to start saying energized. I think that's
Well, isn't
perfect.
it like finding a word that means tired but doesn't have such like a negative context to it?
Well, I mean, I don't know, like angry, disenchanted, calm before action for depressed. I guess it
It's
is pretty
finding a
much
way
saying the
to
same
to
thing.
change the word that you're saying into
Right.
something that doesn't sound bad.
So, I mean,
Tired instead of difficult, challenged.
challenged. Ooh. All right. I do like that. I do
Sounds
like
good.
that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We're getting some good ones here. I love it.
Then let's see. Instead of tired,
Instead of tired,
I had one for it. I did.
coffee.
That is an answer to everything. On the list of answers to everything, you have 42, then you have coffee.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody gets that context. But
Oh, get up.
get up.
Get up.
Tired, get up.
Get up. Just tell
Stagnant.
yourself, get up. What?
Stagnant.
Well,
You're tired. You're stagnant.
yeah.
It's like you're in a position where you have all the potential.
Okay. 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 I like where you're going with that. That would work. That would work.
You're just waiting to use all that kinetic energy. Just
Yes. Oh. um I was gonna say exhausted, but that's just another way of saying tired, but then that's gonna make it worse.
oh yeah, I use exhausted a lot,
I do too.
especially
And
like at work.
yeah.
That's difficult because I'm sitting there and you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I think working it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Or working on it.
Working on it.
That's not a bad one.
That's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of tired, working on it.
Working on it.
And then get up
And then get up and do something.
and do something.
Oh, it's nice to relax
Or-
every once in a while.
Or do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. In the grind.
The grind.
Yes.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Just grinding.
We are word challenging today, guys. And that is so honestly, the reason that we're doing this is because vocabulary is huge, right?
It's enormous.
It is enormous. And so whatever you're saying, your mind is putting into action. So if you're saying I'm tired, guess what your action is going to be?
Being tired.
Being tired. Exactly. If you are frustrated, guess what your action is going to be?
Frustrated.
Reacting. Now you're
Reacting.
reacting in that frustration,
Mm,
right?
okay.
So if you change your vocabulary and you change your wording, right, you're going to change and shift your actions that are taking place after. So it's always like, so I love saying this, but I'm not going to say the equation because I got told not to do that anymore. So I'm not doing that anymore. But it is so your now I forgot the whole thing. Oh my gosh, it's gonna come see,
Squirrel.
this is I know.
Every time.
Every time. Mercy. It's your action. No, that would be your reaction into your outcome. Oh, your environment. So your environment plus your reaction equals your outcome
Hmm.
or event. So event, that's what it is. Event plus reaction equals outcome. Doesn't that make so much sense?
It does.
So it should be the vocabulary too. Your vocabulary is what creates the action, right?
Right.
Or the action. So your vocabulary creates the action that becomes your outcome,
I like that.
right? So definitely the reason that I wanted to go over this is because I do feel like, especially with you going to the Navy, there's going to be a lot of negativity around you, I'm sure,
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Because there's going to be guys that don't feel like they're good enough. So it's going to be, oh, wait, we're out of time. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so happy. Thank you, Nathan, for coming on the show with me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, all the time, anytime. I love you.
Love you too.
All right, love you guys. You guys have a great, awesome Monday and rest of your week. A wow week.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.